rocking out over there. He getting his rock out on over there. This me right here? This me?
Yeah, that's me right there.
Watch yourself. Boom shakalaka.
Y'all don't fuck with me?
Yeah, what's that? What's,
Vaporizer,
what's
hacks, vaporized weed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Go ahead, boys.
The mechanicals.
Yeah. Save the lungs.
I don't be knowing all that.
Yeah, man, that's how I do it. Cause
That's what's up.
lungs bad from smoking.
So how you doing, man?
All right, man. How you doing?
Just I was waiting on my girl. She you know, she got the day job and everything, and she know I hate to be late. She always
That's a pet peeve.
I'm here, but when she say I'm here, I'm standing outside. You ain't here.
Amaro
Why you say you here?
Amaro say 6 o'clock. He's here at 5:45. There's no such thing as CP time with this brother.
I'm like,
He be wanting CP time, but he don't even do that.
I'm like, while I'm here, no, you not. I'm standing right outside waiting for you.
Get nervous, some motherfucker.
Right, I'm like, I hate to be late.
Yeah, my dad made me like that. Like, niggas can't be late.
Yeah, man, I just can't do it. I feel bad. So I bring some flowers.
Not you got to pass on that over here, brother. You know, Maro's notorious for starting a podcast without us knowing, so I'll even put your.
Oh, I already started.
You started?
He had you with your illegal substance. Actually, it's legal now.
Yeah, it's legal now.
But that don't mean shit.
Not to mention, I got pain issues. I don't give a fuck.
That don't mean nothing.
He got licenses and shit.
Shit. Just how you do it.
He play. What you play? Is it X-Clan?
Yes, he's that type of nigga. Smoking all that.
That's
Look
hilarious.
at that trigger. Y'all go ahead. I don't partake anymore. 2014, October 12th.
Man, this looks like some old Star Trek.
Look at him. He got his mouth open, Jesus.
Just do it
He
like
don't know
this,
what to
man.
do.
There you go.
Welcome to Just a Thought Podcast. Just Jest a Thought. I'm Fred Potter.
This is Maru.
And our special
There you
guest today
Yep.
doing this direction right now is Mr. Brian McCree. My
Yo.
man, Brian. I didn't know you was going to be here until the other day.
Is that right?
It's a pleasure seeing you, man.
Good to
'cause-
see you, man. Been a while.
Yeah, it's been.
Did you get
it's been,
something,
it's
bro?
been, it's been a long.
Oh, you got to get something now. You got to know you got something. Here you go.
Look at y'all, man. Yeah, I'm kind of mad I don't partake. See, this is messed up.
See, it's like sipping.
So anyway, what's been up, my man?
Oh man, just gigging.
That's
Just
not your normal voice, man. Yeah, it's just
It's not. That's my
We gotta wait for him to exhale.
wife calling and stuff.
That's right. She wanted to make sure you at where you said you was
Yeah,
gonna be at.
you don't know. You don't usually go nowhere on a Thursday.
Just a thought.
Oh, you going to Lansing?
Yeah, man, we got to get you a picture of something because we had to have proof.
There, yeah, you
An
got that.
alibi. It's called an alibi.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got partly cloudy in this bitch just
I
now.
don't need no alibi. I don't do shit. Do comedy and
Well, welcome, man. You know what we do? We just talk about crazy shit that's on our minds. It could be serious. It could be jest.
I'm started off right from Jump Street.
What you gonna do?
I'm started off right from right now.
And then that hit.
Right now.
Yeah.
talking about niggas being late.
No.
that ain't it.
What's up with what's the state of stand-up comedy, man?
Stand-up
Man.
comedy. You know what's funny? We was talking about that when somebody wasn't here because it was little no CP John. No, straight up. But no, we was talking about that because Brian's old school, like me.
Yep.
When I first got into the Yoda game, I've been in the game since '89, but I got with Yoda in '99. The funny business, and Brian was one of the few brothers that was out there. Him, the late Floyd J. Phillips, BT. Remember BT? My
Yeah,
man BT.
yeah. Back in the day, it would have been like Lowell Sanders,
Chris Barnes.
Chris Barnes.
There wasn't many. There
It
was
wasn't
many
many.
of us. First brother I worked with was Kevin Bozeman. We was at Merrillville, Indiana at the Radisson Star Plaza.
Yeah.
And
My
I was
dude.
like, this dude is funny as hell.
I closed that.
Kevin
place before.
Kevin Bozeman's
Oh,
dope.
yeah. Kevin Bozeman is a really good dude, and he was just in Vegas a couple of weeks ago on Marquee, so that was on his bucket list, and I'm happy for my man. So it's a pleasure having you here, man. I know we was talking earlier, and I had my first show in a while a couple of weeks ago, and same spot you was at probably the week after in Muskegon at the back alley. And I ain't gonna lie, I was telling Maru, I had fun, but I was glad to be done versus waiting to do my next show. Because I'm just in another transition now, man. I'm not into.
You don't miss them 2-3
I
show
don't miss,
nights?
I don't miss none of that
I
shit.
do, man. I missed
too.
the Tuesday to Sunday setup.
I love
like
that.
the Birmingham setup.
Yeah.
You know, they
Stardome.
Stardome from
Yeah.
Tuesday to Sunday.
Never did it Tuesday through Sunday. I did it Wednesday through
man.
Sunday.
Yeah.
And up in
3
the-
show Saturdays.
Upstate New York.
Yeah. I used to do it. Because I worked for everybody. I worked for some of everybody, so I got to do some of everything across the country.
Yeah.
And the best ones was the at least Wednesday through Sunday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because you could post, you be set up.
yeah,
all week and just chill.
Just chill and get your little daily schedule jumping off and everything. How you gonna be? What you gonna be like?
But you on the road for that whole week, and it was
Oh,
fun in the beginning for me like that. Like, damn, this shit is free.
Yeah,
Free hotel.
yeah,
I get
yeah.
to spank
Oh,
them when
yeah.
I want to.
Oh, yeah.
I get to watch Gilligan's Island all
Yeah.
day if I want to.
And
Write
year-
some shit.
At year 15,
Go through your
that shit
little
got
show.
old. At year 15, it got old.
Exactly. It's like, man, I'm tired of this. I could be at home.
I mean, I love it still. I'm not the one night. If it's in Michigan, I'm
Right.
cool.
Somewhere close.
Somewhere close. But I do long for them 3-nighters,
Yeah.
4-nighters.
Like you said, you don't
See,
like driving, right?
I'm not
I don't
liking
like
driving
that. I don't
anymore,
like driving
man.
anymore. That's the thing.
And I used to love
I used to
driving,
love
man.
That's the
Yeah.
least of my worries,
Yes.
driving, because I
Yes.
love driving.
I remember having a conversation with my brother who worked for General Motors, right, about comedy. He's like, so what's your schedule? I said, well, tomorrow I'm going to drive 10 hours somewhere in Wisconsin, do a show. And he was tripping because he's like, wait, you going to drive 10 hours
Yeah.
and do a show? I'm like, yeah, that's what we
how
do.
you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you got to do is go to work.
And if you time it wrong, you're going from the car to the stage.
Right.
Yeah, and that's a bad feeling.
I get some water,
Yeah,
and you know you
but-
stink because you've been in the car by yourself for 10 hours.
Yeah.
If you got a dog, the dog will let you know you stink, motherfucker. But
He
so
usually don't bark at people.
yeah, but you know the game has changed a little bit, right? We was talking about that earlier
it's changed a
because,
lot.
like I said, when I told the agency, I said, you know what? If it's not diverse anymore, I don't want to do it because I was tired of being the only brother at shows. You know, you had a bad experience last year, didn't you? At a club, some racist dude started talking crazy shit.
I've had crazy stuff happen. The craziest thing really racially happened to me at a corporate show.
Okay.
I was in K-Pac, Michigan.
K-Pac.
And
I
it was
did that.
yeah, you did that for me.
Yeah,
Yep, this
yeah.
year.
That was
It's a dope gig,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So anyway, I'm there for a Christmas party. And this Christmas party is from a car dealership, I believe. We'll go nameless. Anyway, I'm there with a girlfriend of mine that I grew up with, a sister friend, and she was in town. So she went to the gig with me, and we sitting up there chopping up. And John is cool. John feed everybody.
Right.
So we eating, and then this old white dude comes up to me. He's like, taps me on my shoulder. I turn around. He's like, do I know you? I'm like, I don't know. He asked me again, do I know you? I'm like, look, man, I don't know. I'm a comedian. What? He said, I don't know. I just noticed I don't know you, and you and your girl are eating my food. And I was like, oh, it just hit me. I was like, oh.
You gotta bring me the nigga food.
Right. I'm like, oh, he think I'm some nigga off the street just came in here eating a buffet in K-Pac, Michigan? So I lean in real close to him. I said, look, man, I'm your comedian tonight. And he got quiet. Him and his wife standing behind me, looking stupid.
right.
So you enjoying the food?
What?
Really sorry about that.
Chicken's over
Would you
here.
like seconds?
So I light that ass up for the first 5 of my set.
Right.
But you know what? I've never
Chicken's over
really,
here.
I've
Yeah.
never had that experience to where people was blatantly racist because that's not my set. I like talking about shit that we all can relate to, so to speak. And I just don't want that one time that motherfucker come out. So I kind of like, and now, since 45 got in the office, his people just get that green light.
I had
Just
him
say
let,
whatever
I had
they
him
want.
let me know before the show, Jack. I had him let me know before the show, and then after the show, I immediately went back to the room and told my kids, pack y'all shit, it's time to go. But we just got here.
We were supposed to go to the pool.
Nah.
Yeah, we gotta leave.
We'll drive by one. It's supposed to rain, so you can just
Stand outside.
roll your window down.
So I don't know.
But I'm not gonna lie to you though. Most of the time it's chill. They treat me really well.
Every time,
most of the time.
exactly. But like I said, the game has changed a little bit, a lot of bit. Especially when you got a feature that talks about political shit. I don't do politics. I'll save that for just the thought. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get caught up in that game to where if I'll do an Obama impression. That's the most I do politics. And I let them know. I'm not a political comic, and they won't say nothing. I will say I miss Obama, and I'll go into that, and they usually don't say anything. I've never had anybody say anything, but I've seen other comics bring up politics, and it's not a good look. It's not a good thing.
Not right. And I think people want to get away from it. They don't really. I mean, unless you,
I always said that.
Fallon or Colbert or somebody like that, they'll
Right.
hear from. They don't want to hear
They
from.
don't want to hear from a comic. They're trying to get away from that.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking for
And
now.
I'm not knocking any comic that does political humor because if that's their gig, that's their bag.
Right.
That's fine. I'm just telling you what's not for me and what is for me. So I applaud you. You were saying I go the opposite way. I'll do an all black show in a minute because that's why I started before you started as well. But there's a difference.
Of course,
Like I
there's a
said, black people
difference,
we come
man.
out like make me laugh, motherfucker. White people like, we got a comedy club. We're already laughing.
And
we got in.
our people will throw a show, and then you show up. Won't nobody be at the club? Like, nobody call me?
And then they would, let me holler at you about that money real quick.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Say we got some
man,
food up in here.
Yeah, so my cousin,
He was supposed
he
to.
he had the flyers, and then so
Yeah, I'm gonna need my money, dog.
Speaking of dogs, his dog ate the flyers.
Yeah,
You know what? I've never had the shows I did. It was Chicago. All jokes aside, professional club. It's not there anymore. There's not many black clubs that I was privy to. Not in the Midwest, so I can't say I had many bad experiences. Only happens on one nighters.
I
know
got
what I'm
beat
saying?
on a big one. I got beat on Cameo right here in Lansing
Cameo, you
at
mean
the
Word
Civic
Up?
Center. Word up.
Cameo. I probably was at that show too.
Cameo.
Civic Center.
Yeah,
They
there
had
was
about-
like 300 people there in that big ass theater.
Yeah, I remember that. Me and my brother
Yeah.
was there. Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, it was a terrible night for your boy because
They was supposed you were supposed to do a show and you didn't.
I opened. I ain't get my money.
We must have got there late.
Yeah, I opened. They threw me out there as soon as, they were right on time. They
That's
threw
funny,
my happy
McCray,
ass
'cause I
out
was
there.
there-
Yeah.
I was there, but I didn't
That's
see-
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
The
messed
old
me
Civic
up.
Center.
Yeah, the old Civic Center. Like 300 people. They were losing their ass at night. So they set me up so bad. They had the mic cord wrapped around the mic stand. I couldn't even move with the mic. I had to stand in one spot at a black
Could have
show.
been worse. Could have been wrapped around your ass. Like,
It
this
would have been wrapped
motherfucker
around
ain't
my
getting
ass
paid.
if I would have had something to say about them not having my money, because there was some gangsters,
Exactly.
man, that threw that show.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Especially at the Civic Center.
Yeah.
hey, look, I got to tell this story. So I did this gig. I'll tell you who it was for. It was for Charter.
Okay.
I did this shit. You ever been to Salisbury, Maryland?
Salisbury State University.
Okay,
I did a show there.
At the university?
Yep.
I did it at this club.
Okay.
So I get a call when I rolled right into Salisbury from the agents. They go say, "Oh yeah, so you there yet?" I'm like, "Yeah," and it's funny to me because they don't never call like checking up on the brother. They don't give a
Nah,
fuck.
unless you late.
Right. And so they was like, "Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you got there and everything. So have you seen the club yet?" I'm like, "Nah, I just rode in. Literally, I'm on my way to the hotel." Okay, yeah. So I'm just letting you know it's they requested a black comic specifically. Oh, they did. So they just telling me some shit. Okay, there must be some black. No, they specifically. He reiterated. They specifically asked for a black comedian, and so it's in the hood. He slipped that in there. Okay. No, it's the club is in the hood.
So
In
the
middle-
truth slowly slipping out.
right. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm supposed to have brought a gun to this gig. That's what you trying to say,
Right.
Oh, he wasn't playing, man. The gig was literally in the middle of the hood. I get there, somebody had just got murdered the night before in the
Dang.
club.
At
They
the
had the
club.
chalk liner.
man.
Where you supposed to
man.
stand next to the chalk
It was
line.
a
brother.
it was a BYOB, BYOH, bring your own heat because the heat
Right,
got turned
right.
off.
Oh,
I think the dude that did the murder, he was at the show.
Not the murderer, not the shooter.
Don't make me kill another motherfucker tonight.
Yo,
You better
hey,
be funny.
Hey, it was me and the dude from 30 Rock, downtown. Kevin Brown was his name on there from 30 Rock. Kevin Brown. I think that's his name, Kevin Brown.
Really?
Not
Not
uptown.
you got me
Kevin Brown,
confused with downtown Tony Brown from Detroit.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
it's another
nah.
one downtown. He got a club in New York or something like that. He
Okay.
was on 30 Rock.
Anyway.
I had a bottle of 151. I drank 151 at Coke on stage. I had the bottle. Like the crackhead, I had gave him a little few minutes. He took off running with the microphone. It was crazy.
Wait, what?
It was crazy.
He mixed up the microphone with
He had to turn.
The opener stole the mic.
Yeah, the crackhead stole the mic. He started singing and would get the mic back there to turn the shit off. And luckily, I had a.
Oh, that's
It
horrible.
was crazy.
Did you
And
get
then
paid?
after- yeah, I did that gig two more times.
Damn.
So Charter had you twice.
I think the dude that did, he summoned me to the table after the gig. It was like, oh shit.
I'm about to die.
Right. He's sitting at the table by himself. He was like, yo, this dude straight articulate when he was like, hey man, I've watched comedy A&E and so and HBO. He was like, I've never seen a dude do stand up off the top of the dome like you just did 45 minutes straight ever in life. He was like, man, what you drinking? I was like, cool.
I was drinking.
I was a made man after that. He was like, gave me his blessing and shit.
I'm
I was scared. That's why I was doing it off the door.
Yeah, you was
I'm literally impressed by a positive Charter story.
Yo, hey,
You ever did
That's what
anything
you
for
got.
Charter?
Yeah.
Man, I done had the worst.
Oh, I done had the worst. That could have turned out, if I didn't know what I was doing, that could have turned out way, because
It could've.
Kevin was scared too. He was my
At
opener.
least you had an opener
Oh,
with
he
Charter.
was-
I didn't
oh.
have an opener.
Oh yeah, Kevin was scared too. He had a bottle of something up there. Wasn't no glass. He hit the bottle too.
He was taking it to the head.
We was taking it to the head.
There's only been one really bad time I had for that agency. It was somewhere out in the Amish country. It said Charlotte on the itinerary.
But it wasn't Charlotte.
It wasn't Charlotte. It was deeper in the woods. And
It was this sharp.
Charlotte.
You hear some tom-toms playing?
Man, they didn't have no mic. They didn't have no lights.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all want me to go up on stage and no lights and no mic.
Wing it.
Yeah,
He was gonna shadow puppet that shit.
with my dick. Shadow animals with my dick up there.
Yeah.
They had me down in Florida at it was a casino.
Damn.
It was supposed to be L.A. Hardy down there, but it was me. I was on vacation anyway, and 2-hour drive south, right by Miami, Fort Lauderdale. It was a casino, Mardi Gras Casino. $250 check they gave me. All right, a little extra $250. I was like, that ain't shit, but I'll take it. And it was made out to the agency. So they told me to mail the check to them, and they'll send me the money.
Oh, okay.
So
Send you your money.
I got back home, and they said, did you mail the check yet? I already sent you the money. Red flag, how the hell you going to send me money already? You ain't got the check.
Right.
So sent the check, a week go by, never got my money. I said, look, I know it ain't nothing but $250, but it's my $250. Give me my money. Long story short, I ain't never heard from them motherfuckers again.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. I'm sorry, I had to fight for my money. It's a little money. They shouldn't have made the check out to them, and I did a great job down. I did 45 minutes.
Right.
I had a microphone, but all I could hear is ching, 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 ching. People going past me to the bathroom. Ching, ching, ching. Oh, one. God damn it. Oh, shit. Shit. Yeah.
Oh,
Smoke.
man.
I was like, man, I had a good time. Then I, got that little check.
The casino gig.
Finish my vacation. But I never heard from him again because he was, man, I would never do something for just $250. I said, well, give me my motherfucking money then.
Right.
You saying
What were you supposed to get?
$250, but I don't know what happened as far as their commission. That's what they gave me. I mean, they made it out to them. That was what they messed up at.
Yeah.
You know, so when he told me he sent the money to my address already and I never sent the check yet, something ain't right.
I'm not gonna
That's
send
a
the
lie.
check.
Then it got to, well, we'll cancel your check and then we'll write you out another one because you didn't get a check? Another red flag. Oh, that was a week ago. So he played it off. But he got my money that I sent to him.
complicated.
Yeah, it was fucked up. But I got my money. but I got my money. I know.
Let me ask y'all
take notes and shit. I'm like,
Let me ask you brothers this. I'm pretty sure every black comic has a story about, has anybody offered to pay you in blow?
No.
Nah.
I've been
I've been in
played
places
to
where
get
there's a
blown.
lot of blow going on. Look, I was in a place
club
one
is
time-
that?
I was in a club one time. I think it was my best time ever in life. That blow was involved.
But that's not how you got
But
paid.
then I got paid.
Okay.
I got the money and
And the blow.
You know, and all kind of other shit.
That was a
Like it was my
good
best.
gig.
Next
gig.
question.
Oh,
Full
man.
service. Next
Oh man, they had a committee. They had an entertainment committee. I ain't playing. Oh my God, it was the best time ever.
So switch gears. I know we've been
Odessa,
talking.
Texas. I just gotta give a shout out.
Oh yeah, that's one of those cities you ain't gonna never forget, right?
Yeah, forget, Odessa.
Switching gears real quick. We've been talking a lot of comedy. We don't want to overkill with comedy. As far as the weekend went, you know, I don't consider it a holiday. You know, I finally got my vehicle back. Don't ever take a vehicle to Mako. They had my shit for 2 damn weeks, but the thing, I was supposed to pay $1,350 to get some work done. He took $300 off the beginning, and then he told me it's gonna be done Tuesday, and it wasn't done Tuesday. He said, "I'll take another $100 off." I wasn't even gonna say nothing. I said, "All right, motherfucker."
I would have said
That was another
remember that?
$400.
So you and the family had to catch the bus to the beach?
No. You know, fortunately,
Hey, go get some more chicken.
two things.
You got the pass?
There's Lake Lansing. But no, I didn't have to. But I'm glad. I'm gonna give him another chance. To be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my other vehicle there, and you know I'm notorious with the barbecue. My daughter came over here Saturday. She had,
You hooked him up with some barbecue, right?
no. Your
You
mouth
know, I
hanging,
told him
Oh, we got barbecue?
your mouth hanging open though.
but I told him that's what I tell him. They get to eat.
See,
and have
he
some-
be
Yeah,
telling,
I
he
don't
be
even
telling
smell no food.
he tells tales out of school, but I got you covered.
No, that's what I tell them. They get
And it's nothing but unthaw and heat.
that's still food.
Unthaw,
I know,
heat,
right?
and eat. I know, man.
That's still food.
Let me
That's
tell
what
you
I
this
tell them.
stuff.
Hey, you get some food.
Yeah, Fred didn't say nothing about no
Yeah.
food. He said, nigga, take your shoes off.
I know. That's the first. Hey, if I don't wear my shoes in my house,
I'm like, take my shoes off.
hey, and he did, and then I said, I ain't gonna tell you twice. Now he said my shoes. I said,
Hey, nigga, how about hello first?
He said,
motherfucker?
ain't no problem.
You like, take your shoes
I
off.
said,
I'm like,
now
God
give
damn.
me a bear hug. Get Senior Brown with your clean feet.
I was thinking about stuff. I was like, this dude know I'm telling people he giving them food and gas money, right?
This is the
Yeah.
thing. This is the thing. The food thing got a little expensive, and my wife.
Oh, I
checked me
missed
on
the
that
food
shit.
week.
Because
see.
you know the delicatessen I used to put out in the first.
Yeah, you had to do
We
all that.
kind of
You
weaned
fucked
it.
that
We
up.
kind of. I know. I kind of set precedents on
See,
that.
this is what happens when you leave black people in charge of the cheese tray.
No, this is what happens.
could've left
No,
all that
no.
alone.
This is what happens when black people is generous and start out good, and then they think it's gonna keep going. But I'm kind of weaning my way. I'm gonna give him some gas. Though,
That's how comedy started, too. Because he started out giving you everything.
But then
you
now-
know, oh, yeah, now it's like they be mad at you.
You'd
when
be like,
you come in.
hey, you was very funny. You'd be like, can I get paid? Oh shit, I knew I forgot something.
Yeah. So you get there, they mad at you for no reason.
So, what I was saying was, my daughter got sick Saturday. She had the flu. She stayed the night. Okay. I made a lot.
disinfected
I made
something?
a,
I know, right?
I made a lot of. I made a
But
lot.
I gotta take my shoes off. She be over here saying,
Will you niggas be quiet?
That took precedent. You said the flu.
I know, right?
I got.
This is what happened, though. This is what happened. She got sick.
Kind of care.
I made the food. You got kind of care.
Yeah, it's kind of there.
I got Blue Cross, but I don't want to go to the hospital.
It's like this gonna be $1,000. You still hurt?
no.
Kinda. That means your ass ain't gonna be hurt, but you kinda hurt.
Got that kind of care.
So, okay, we had flu in the household. My wife caught it, my daughter caught it, my other daughter caught it. She had 2 friends over here that caught it. I thought it was. This is Monday.
Hey
and
man,
yesterday.
I'm gonna check y'all
I
out.
thought no. I was bringing it up because I thought it was the food at first. I thought it was
okay.
food poisoning. I was gonna feel bad because one of my daughter's friends is pregnant. I'm my youngest. My oldest daughter's when her friend is pregnant. She's about to have a kid pretty quick. So I would have felt so motherfucking bad. But I was gauging off of Maru because he's a carnivore when it comes to ribs. This dude will just eat ribs.
Just no.
He'll eat a whole damn slab
No starch.
and then look at you and want more. I ain't gonna
Let's
go back
to the disinfectant.
No. We did all that. I'm just saying I was gauging you to see if you got sick. That was another way I knew it wasn't the food.
Oh, yeah.
You goddamn right.
He's
That's what it is.
taking your temperature.
Plus, I didn't
That's
get
why he
sick.
hit me the other day,
I didn't
yo.
get sick, and my oldest daughter didn't get sick. The one that gave us the flu in the first place, because it makes sense. If you had the flu, boom, you already had it. Ain't gonna be food after you ate. But I went off of him because he didn't text me
Somebody sent
going.
me that text the other day. Hey, yo, you want to go bowling? I ain't answered that shit. I didn't see it till I woke up 5-6 hours later. He was probably like,
Yeah, I knew you were scared,
That
motherfucker.
nigga sick.
he like, damn, that nigga sick.
Yeah.
You did say, you was sitting down and your legs got numb.
That's some whole other shit.
Yeah,
Your legs.
but you disinfected though, all up in here. It was all up in here.
Man, you scrape.
Okay, yeah.
They're just up in here with the flu doing podcasts.
I think it was a lady strain because I didn't get sick, man. I mean,
Sometimes you be a carrier. I know when my son was a baby, he was at my mama's house. My mama gave it to him. He came back to the house, gave it to everybody else, and he didn't even get sick.
well, the baby gave it to my daughter because she stays with her friend with a baby, a 1-year-old. So the baby went through their house and she brings that shit over here.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was fucked up. Then my mama got it. She was in
Kids
ER yesterday, dehydrated because she was throwing up all night. I was like, Mom, it ain't food poisoning. She was gonna blame it on Red Lobster. I said, it ain't Red Lobster.
Can we get a call in,
It's
doctor?
your-
Can we get a doctor to call this motherfucker see if that's a real
Oh,
thing, a
tell
lady
you-
strain?
Yeah, lady strain. Yeah, you know what? It sounds like a lady strain.
I need some verification.
Me
You
too.
still worried, ain't you, Rue? You was like, I'm not gonna go upstairs.
Yeah,
Nope.
I'm gonna stay right in this room right here.
No, you straight though.
Was they podcasting?
I know, right?
Was they
Hey,
playing?
did y'all hear about that dude that put himself on fire
What?
Who?
at the White House?
Outside the White House? Yeah.
I know that's usually
He wasn't black.
somebody doing it.
No,
he wasn't black.
He had a name that was Muslim. No.
But he wasn't black.
No, he
That's
wasn't
all I
black.
gotta
We don't do
say.
shit like that. We do that. We don't.
Right.
Richard Pryor, the only one I knew.
Right.
Did that. He didn't. He actually did that on purpose too.
Yeah, he did that on
He
purpose.
did that on purpose, but
He's feeling bad.
But it was a reason. It was something behind that. It was drugs behind that.
right, he
Yeah.
did that because
You know,
cocaine's a hell of a drug. But
Right. We ain't
this
doing-
dude did it for I don't know. They don't know.
I'm just mad at Trump.
Right.
Be
There's
mad.
other ways.
Be mad, but damn, look.
That
I mean,
hurt.
if you're trying to do it for a cause, at least stay alive to see what the cause.
But that looked like it hurt.
because he dead.
Oh, that
hurt. Fire
Like,
burns.
Yeah.
You gonna feel that forever.
Yeah.
Right. He dead now.
And you feel
Right.
that in the afterlife.
Right, that 15 minutes of fame gonna fizzle out.
Oh, man.
I don't understand people's thinking because that's not how you. I know people get pissed at 45. I get pissed at that motherfucker, but I ain't gonna go burn my ass.
But he got a reminder every summer when the heat hit them burn marks.
He's dead.
He's sweating. Oh, dude died.
God, yeah.
Oh, did he?
Look who just
Do you
caught
feel
up.
bad now?
Oh no! I thought he survived. And shit.
Oh, he survived for a couple of hours.
Oh,
Maybe a day.
Darwinism. That's what I call it. Darwinism.
Yeah, that's
He
crazy.
helped it out.
He knew he was gonna die when he burned himself.
That's just-
Yeah.
yeah. He dumb. I mean, he dumb on stupid on purpose.
And I feel like that has less to do with the White House than you just want to be on fire.
You just wanted to be. He wanted to bring
wanted be
attention
on
to
TV,
himself.
Right.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to
There's
get
better
his
ways
YouTube-
to do it.
He was going to
There
get his
is
likes
less
up.
painful.
It's less
Right.
painful.
Yeah.
He
You know,
was going to try to get his likes up.
This guy is so fine.
Ain't no filter for that.
It's sad. It's not funny. It's sad because
Yeah, it's
look
horrible.
at the shit we got to deal with now. I mean, we dealing with
people doing dumb shit, man, on purpose. They
yeah,
doing it on purpose.
just to
How
make
you
a
fall
name for
off? How
themselves.
you fall off the Grand Canyon? Take a picture.
Yeah, that's a little
selfie.
That's
crazy.
to try to take a selfie. That's called Darwinism, man.
And those people lining up,
Lining up,
be on
get
Mount
up the mountain,
Everest.
right?
It's just like
And you gotta
Yeah,
wait.
you read about that?
And
Yeah,
you
that's
gotta wait in
crazy.
the death zone for an hour. It's called the death zone.
Right, for a reason.
I'm done.
And you gonna get up there and do what? Wow, this is nice.
Right. So you can
Well, let's go back down.
Right.
Yeah, it's
So you can
stupid.
take a
That don't make any sense to
That don't
me.
make
It doesn't
no
make a lot of.
sense.
And
I mean-
these dudes are older too, man. Like
Yeah,
50s and
they-
60s.
and
They
they pay
bucket list.
thousands
Yeah.
of dollars to do this, to
they
possibly
bucket list
die.
shit.
And see, that's the thing about getting old too. You can psych yourself out. Okay, I jog and shit to thinking you in shape, but that mountain will teach you
We'll
what's
tell
up.
you and let you know. Go
Let you
bowling.
know.
Bowling and let you know what's up.
You ever-
Sit bowling. You ain't even got to go there.
Right. Bowling and let you know
You
that
ever-
black
hey,
me ain't right.
You know that show? You know that show, The American Next Ninja Warrior?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
My brother went on that. Maybe he was. This is like 6-7 years ago. This is exactly how it went. He said, "Hey man," he called me. I'm about to be on American Next Ninja. You want to get on that with me, man? And then I said, "Hold on, man."
No.
He said, "Because I told this dude I got a brother who's in shape as well, you know."
Not that
And I
type
said,
shape.
"I said, hold on, man. I got another phone call coming in. Hello, hey Fred, are you ready to be the American Next Ninja? Hello, who is this?" Hold on, click. My brother told this dude, he gave him my number. I said,
Oh,
man,
no.
I ain't in that
Yeah,
shape.
that's
My brother got there.
25, 26-year-old shape.
Yeah.
You a personal trainer.
Right.
You do acrobatics.
Right,
you do flips
right.
and all
Yeah,
that
you
shit.
fight.
I'm not that shape no,
No,
more.
no. I stay in my lane.
Right.
I ain't gonna climb that mountain up there because there ain't nothing up there I need.
Oh no.
Passing dead bodies, that doesn't make any sense. Jumping off bridges and doing all that.
When I say my prayers at night, I'm like, Lord, please don't let me have to run anywhere today. I got fake hips.
Let me walk.
I can't be
gracefully.
running just
Right.
to
My
run.
knees is popping and shit.
Yeah, man.
Do all that dumb shit when I was a kid, lifting up cars. Cause we was like bodybuilding type.
Lifting
motherfuckers.
cars and big
we
bitches.
we were literally because we did
Come here, girl.
security.
Just-
You know,
we
it's
did
funny.
security, so if somebody was blocking some shit in, a couple of us just go outside and move that bitch out the way.
Damn.
That's his
That's
story
just
there. I
lifting
didn't move no
VW.
fucking car.
So
So
you ain't
my
moving no
knees,
car.
Hey, somebody
my
give me the
knees
keys.
fucked up
Somebody
over
give me the
there.
keys.
Right.
I'm moving in
Hey
the
man,
traditional way.
we ain't got time to find it.
fuck that.
We ain't got time to look for
This
it.
dude had 85 jobs, man. This dude, if you bring up any subject, I did it.
Yeah,
I did it at least a week.
I used to be a flight attendant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see him? It was a flight attendant.
No, man. That's a good
I was the
sketch,
biggest-
though. I'd like to
hey,
write that
I was
sketch.
the biggest flight attendant they ever had.
Yeah, that's
It was
hilarious.
great.
You was
Peanuts
a
and
flight-
pretzels, bitch.
Like, what'd he say? He just called me a bitch.
Yeah.
It's all right, though, man. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do to survive, right?
Man, look here.
Yeah. How long were you a flight attendant?
I did it for a year.
No shit.
Yeah.
What made you decide, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me.
Some shit went down.
They told him, this shit just isn't for you.
Some shit went down. You know what I'm saying? And, it's
Why brother's story always start with, see, some shit had went down.
It was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, it wasn't me, dog. It wasn't me.
It was some racist shit that went down.
Oh, okay.
It,
I believe
it was so racist that they gave me a black representative. And
Wink, wink.
he even wrote in his summary of what was the report or whatever, he even wrote in that motherfucking bold letters, it's because this dude is white and blah, blah, blah. He put it in black and white. This is why this is happening to him. And this, that, and the third. He was like, I wrote that in there, showed it to you, and shit ain't gonna happen. You know, like, it was clear racist. It was straight up.
And see, that's what I think we need to talk about. We need to touch on a little bit.
Let's
It's
touch on
just how different it is in professional life being a black male.
And it's amazing, Brian, that you say that because no matter how you explain it to your white friends, they will never understand,
Can't
what it's
understand.
like to be stereotyped, to be profiled. I'm sorry, but I look at shit all the time on police to police, they say. It's a thing. They should always show the brother getting stopped and always, it's never any respect towards, when did the police just act like they just, I mean, I guess it's always been like that, but I ain't gonna lie.
It's always escalated with
Yes,
us.
it's not de-escalated.
Right.
I mean, they showed one cop, they had these brothers, it was in I guess a gas station parking lot, and they wanted people to leave, and the cops show up, and I guess they wasn't moving quick enough. The black guy had his car running, the dude was like, had a gun pointed at him, he was like, turn your car off. The dude was like, no, I ain't turning I ain't moving my hands. My hands is right here. He wasn't moving. He wasn't moving them hands. He's got a gun. He didn't have a gun.
Oh, man.
He wanted him to shoot.
Yeah.
He wanted him to move so he could shoot him.
Yeah.
That's the kind of world we live in. But if you
It
can
is.
tell it to a white guy, he should have just turned the car off.
Right.
But look,
No.
in
Right.
the military overseas, you don't hear that happen. It's the mandate. accidentally shoot somebody because you fear for your life overseas, and they don't have a weapon on them. See what happened to your ass. You're going to jail. Period.
Here, they get a paid vacation.
It's the mandate.
Yeah.
You're going to jail if you do that shit in the military. Period.
Right.
You going to jail.
Yeah.
They did what? Even if they got a weapon, if they
Right.
point that shit at you
Right.
and pull the trigger, but you did,
Right.
oh, you going to jail.
But it's the norm for the police here just to do that.
because it's the mandate.
Because it's
the mandate. If the mandate was you start an international incident over here by shooting somebody, we sending your ass to jail. No ifs, ands, or buts. That ain't the mandate. The mandate over here is protect yourself, make sure you get home, blah, blah, fuck them niggas. The mandate over there is if you shoot somebody over here, you better be sure that your life is in danger, because if not, your ass is going to jail.
so of course
Period.
the two should mirror each other.
And so they make sure before they shoot somebody over there that it's warranted, because they know their freedom is in jeopardy. It's the mandate.
I got in this conversation with a white young lady. She's probably about 35. She's a nurse. And we just started talking about race and racism and my mic's cut. Okay, there we go. And the struggle, and she wanted to equate it to how hard it is to be a woman. And I get, it is hard to be a woman. And I get that. But you cannot equate it with being a black man.
No.
Like, even as
Keep talking.
as a white woman, things are different for you. I told her, she could get lost and turned around and go to some white people's house accidentally.
Right.
It would be okay. She could go to a black person's house.
And all kind of shit.
Yeah, they feed the bitch, give her coffee and shit. You okay, honey?
You want to lay down on our bed?
Yeah, if you or I get turned around, end up at the wrong house, we could die that night.
And you know what? You know what's crazy about that? That very thought is our last movie. We got it on DVD and Blu-ray. My plan was, before all this fucked up weather, is literally go, like back in the day, go door to door. And hey, I'm your neighbor, I'm a filmmaker, I got a new movie out, blah, 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 and here you go. You got two choices, this, that, and third. And then I started thinking and remembering, I can't forget what I look like to people.
That's right.
I was like, oh no,
Yeah.
man. I knock on somebody's door, I'm already the big black guy.
And that's interesting, too, because I tell people this, that I forget what I look like.
Right.
I forget I'm
Yeah.
black. You know what I'm saying?
No, not really.
I've been the big black guy long ass time.
I know what you mean.
I don't wake up thinking, oh, damn, I'm the nigga again.
Right. Right, but to knock on, I thought about that, man, and that slowed me down from going to do that shit, man. Like, it was okay when I was a kid and growing up a Jehovah's Witness knocking on strange doors, but nowadays I'm like, nigga, I look like Green Mile. I look like I'm the suspect.
So you have to realize you're black when you wake up
right,
for your own security.
Right, talk about, I'm here to sell you a movie. You know what I'm saying? They looking through the peephole. Oh, hell no.
And I feel that, and even that dynamic, like the difference between you and me, like, I look more eclectic maybe with the dreads and shit, and fair skin.
Right.
And
Me, they got 911 pushed already on their phone. You know what I'm saying? They wait for me to blink. Oh, shit.
There's just certain jobs we can't do that has to go door to door.
yeah.
Not just because of the people that's answering the door, because of the people that.
But that
the police
president's fucking with my money,
The
though.
police is probably.
Now, I
What are you
can't go
doing
door to
here?
door.
You see all these Bibles in my hand?
But that's messing with my money, though. I can't go to door to
Agreed,
door.
but like Brian said in the beginning, they don't people that's not black or even non-black, like Hispanic or whatever, even Asian. If you don't see the situation that we sit in, you can never understand, and it's not something you can explain to them.
No, you can't.
because they're not gonna. They be empathetic all they want, but
Right,
they're not gonna
right.
really understand until if you ain't been where I'm at, you ain't gonna.
It's like trying to explain
Can you
somebody
see where I'm-
who's not a comic or who is an aspiring comic what it feels like to be paid to do stand-up. You can describe it to them, but until you actually get that check after doing a show, and you get that first check, it's a certain feeling that you get.
Then you got to get paid the rest
But
of
you,
your life.
right?
You can't go backwards
Still chasing
now.
that, but it's a certain feeling that you get, that you try to describe to aspiring comics that
Right.
haven't gotten paid yet, man, when you get that first check.
Oh, nothing like it.
There ain't nothing like it. They could, you can describe it to them all you want to.
Yeah.
But until they get that experience, they ain't gonna have it. It's just like being black.
But like,
Go ahead.
like I was saying, I don't just wake up thinking, oh, I got to do this black shit again. You know, I wake up in my dreams and my goals, and you know, the only thing that lets me know I'm black when I wake up is these sickle cells. When I wake up, my back is hurting. I'm like, okay, yeah, there the nigga go right there. But
Let me take my sugar pill.
yeah, let me take my medicine real quick. You know.
God damn.
But
So, I mean,
it's not a resting state for me. It's like, you know, I don't have to be black. You know, I mean, I am. I know I am, but in my mind, you know.
I get reminded on a daily when I go, I need some shit, and then I go, damn, I'm black. And that remind me my credit ain't right. You know, I'm like, God damn. It just makes me frustrated by the end of the day.
Look at Fred. Fred's like, that's not black.
I wouldn't want to be nothing else. Wouldn't want to be
Oh
nothing
no,
else.
absolutely not.
I ain't
No.
saying you do, but I'm saying I wouldn't want to be nothing else.
Yeah, we had this conversation before.
For a day.
Are you
said?
saying after you've tried being black, you wouldn't want to?
And for a couple years, let's put
Yeah,
that.
that's what I said
I tell my
before,
wife that
right.
all the time.
For a
If I could
couple
for a
years.
couple years.
After being black, if you had never been black, then that question wouldn't be valid.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've been black,
And then say, okay, let me try the other way for a minute.
Yeah, let me put this other skin on for a
right,
minute.
so I can have make informed decisions when it comes to race.
I said, the closest I came to that is, man, I've never been in jail before. I didn't go
Me
to
neither.
college. I got a decent, good job. Man, can you imagine what I could have done if I was white? That's as much. That's as much as I said. Not saying, oh, I want to be white. I could have did this.
You'd
No,
be a superhero.
I'd own some shit.
Right.
Because I would take that privilege.
You know,
That's
80 acres
there.
and
And I would
40
have,
acres,
yes,
you know.
I would have did something with it. That's what close I had. But I've never said, oh, I wonder what it'd be like.
No,
for a
I
couple
said
years.
it.
I know. I sat here and heard your
What would it
ass
be like
say
to
it.
be Asian? What would it be like? I got questions. I got bucket lists for each one.
Now you would trade your big black dick in. One little Asian dick, nigga.
Just for a couple days. I want to know what it be like to, you know,
Little baby dick.
Some of that taekwondo, all that. I
Your
wanna know
lady
what it
gonna
be to
leave
be
you.
the master.
Your lady gonna leave.
You know she leaving. Like, I can't fuck that baby dick. How long? 2 years?
It's cute.
you-
2 days. 2 days. 2 days. I don't need 2 years.
Okay.
See how quick he changed on that?
I know.
Speaking of quick, you gonna go quick too.
Be like, damn, I got 24 more hours of this shit.
Oh, and that's probably just a horrible
I
stereotype.
was gonna say that
That's probably Asian dude just
Nah,
be
I've
tearing
seen
it
the
up.
pictures. I've seen the pictures. I've seen
But
it.
maybe they know how to throw it a different way to make it work out.
Fuck
you
that.
know?
Fuck that.
I think we better transition to something else.
I know that degraded quick.
They talk about us. Shit.
Those black guys in their big giant.
Why are all their ladies bow-legged? Just kidding.
But I know the script is different because I put my shoes on the other feet. Like my wife is white, and like when I have to go to emergency for dealing with sickle cell, the things that she can get away with, the way she speaks to them, I told her. When she gets mad at them and they not treat me right and she goes to bat for me, the thing she says to them will get a black woman security called on.
Right.
They would come get her ass out the hospital.
That's how it is.
That's how it is.
Because
I had to teach my girl. She had a habit to roll her window down. You know, like when we go to a drive-thru or something, her window she used to be all hunky dory. Like you about to
You
get
watch your
robbed.
back, yeah.
You know, what do you mean? Somebody come up on you right now. That's white privilege just leaking all out.
And then you said that, and it's true because it's already a preconceived notion that black women are always angry
And loud, yeah.
No, they just care for their man, and they trying to get care for their man. They're
Right.
trying to get care for whatever situation they mad
Right.
and loud
and
about.
they just happen to be black,
exactly.
you know.
But that's a true statement.
But
though,
I
because,
see her get away with that privilege, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you go, girl.
But I ain't gonna lie. When I was in at my nephew's wedding a week ago in Newport Beach, hey man, I a white privilege moment, but I'm black because I acted a fool up in that hotel lobby when I didn't have a key to get in there because I had to get some things done. It was a lot of traveling. I was ready to get in my room. People was looking at me. I wasn't cussing or nothing, but I was angry
Expressing
at
yourself.
the situation. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad that I didn't have security card on me because I was in Whiteville.
They got
It was
Insta prisons
it
out
was,
there.
Yeah, that
it
would've
was
sucked.
very ritzy area. A lot of white
Yeah,
people.
California, they got Insta prisons out there. You know.
But God is a good God. He
Yes,
knew
he
my
is.
heart. He knew my heart. He knew I didn't mean no bad intentions. I just needed to go
All
poo
day.
poo.
All right, that'll do it.
When a brother got a shit,
Oh yeah.
You gonna go out and get
Man.
arrested out there and
Man.
become a cover story.
film at 11. See, I didn't want no issues, man. But everything turned out fine.
When you get over 50 and you got a shit,
Then they,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
people
Gotcha.
gotta understand, and I let the
Oh.
people that stay. I like, look, I gotta sit down for a minute and think.
Right.
you feel me?
Hey,
After you traveling all day, hey man, I wasn't no
you
time
got
to play with me.
the emergency
You know.
set of clothes in the car.
No,
See,
I got control. I got control, man.
Nah,
I got control.
Hey, don't act like you ain't
But
lost
this,
control before.
and, no,
Yeah, I
I
have.
never have. I
Don't
never
play.
have. Don't-
Get
this
the
just-
fuck out of
this is
here.
just
I
a
just
thought.
did it the other day.
I was probably 2 months old, motherfucker.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm 2 months old, but
I'm
been-
with you. I'm all right.
Right.
I bought a brand new Honda once, and
now his shit gonna come out.
yeah,
no pun intended.
I went to an audition down Detroit, and I was hungry after I went to a Coney Island for breakfast. I had a Coney. Couldn't make it to Flint, man. Almost did. As soon as I pulled up in the driveway,
Had
I was
the
like,
bubblies.
God dang it, here we go.
You know what's funny? I'll tell my story too.
See, oh, he got a story now.
I was in Turtle Creek Casino, Traverse City. They don't have it no more. And I got done with the show, and I had their little breakfast. I had hash browns. I had eggs. I had sausage. Okay, what happened was I was eating and standing up in the hotel room, and got done half of it, and then it tipped over and fell on the ground. I ain't gonna eat it no more.
Right.
God is a good God. Because let me tell you, when I checked out that morning, I handled my business, took me a shower, because that's the first thing I do. It didn't sit right. Halfway between Lansing and Traverse City was a lot of snow. I was going to jump out the car and try to find a way, but I didn't do it because the cars kept passing me.
Shit.
Yeah.
I had to go to the bathroom so bad,
They
but I
had
ended
to
up
look
finding
at
it. I usually don't go nowhere without my pine saw, okay? I didn't care at this point. I couldn't make
Nah,
the
you
rest
look
area.
at a
I didn't
certain
care. I didn't care who was listening.
Hey,
But the Lord worked in a mysterious way because if I had ate that whole plate, I would have probably been a lot worse. I had only got halfway down. And the Lord said, don't eat the rest of that shit. So that's the closest I came to doing what y'all said y'all doing. This man said he did.
Yeah,
I remember being with Chad Daniels one
Damn,
time.
you had it a couple times, huh?
Oh man, he had to pull over. It was a furniture store too. I was like, hey,
I like the couch, but I got a shit.
I'm just saying something just to be courteous. But if you don't let me use your bathroom, you're gonna have a different type of stain for this wood. And they was
He
like,
said like you would.
and they was doing our advertisement for the show. This was in La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Oh,
they was doing
yeah.
the advertisement for the show on the radio, so I could hear myself on the radio and hear the advertisement while I'm in there.
that's crazy.
I was lighting that bathroom up.
Yeah, do what you
dog.
gotta do. But I know what I can and can't eat in situations. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, I ain't gonna eat dinner food for lunch. That's dinner food. I like the comfortability of my own place.
Well,
Sometimes you get
Yeah,
mixed signals.
yeah, and that's probably my 20s, and you think you can do
Yeah,
different
you
shit.
do,
I know my
yeah.
shit now. I'm a pro. I know my
I
body.
know my stuff now still.
Now you do? You straight?
This is fucked up shit the other day.
He said the other day.
Yeah, you know.
And it's fucked up
Sometimes
because he
I
did
give
text me because
Hey.
I said, man, you going to be sitting down a while with these ribs. And he text me, fucked up. A day
oh
later.
yeah, I had.
He's like, nigga.
I
It's
should
already in progress.
Yeah, I was like, I should. The next day and a half, I should all them ribs out. Yeah.
But he had to tell me this, right? I was like,
Right,
this has not
right.
impacted my life in a positive way, brother.
Well, I'm just
Right,
letting
he
you
just
know.
wanted you to
You
enjoy
seemed concerned the day before.
Then he came back the next
Yeah,
time he
you
came
work
over here,
checking. You work checking niggas for flu and stuff.
yeah,
You know, right?
ribs.
I was like, yeah, I been shit them out. There was some hearty ones right there. Yeah.
Just a thought.
That's horrible. Hope nobody's listening to this and having food.
Just hey man, do what you got to
Hey,
do.
I guess.
Hey,
Doesn't bother me. Could you eat if you seen somebody doing shitting, whatever?
No.
I shouldn't say shitting. Like if you're in a restaurant, somebody come in all nasty, fucked up. Does that mess up your food?
I just turn it around.
Exactly. If you hungry, you hungry.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat what I pay for.
Yeah, I might have to fire. I'd rather lose a friend than hold it in. It'll kill you. I ain't playing. It'll kill you, man.
That's
Let
a
that
greeting
shit out.
card right there. I'd rather lose a
Right.
friend
Hold it
I'd
in.
rather
and hold
lose
it
a friend
in.
than hold it in. It'll kill you.
Yeah, you should
Fuck
work for
that.
Hallmark, bro.
Let that shit out.
But then have the back say no shit.
right. For real.
I'd rather lose a friend than hold it in.
On the first date, I tell her I fired. Look, for real, I ain't playing.
I believe you, man. You saying this shit
think
on
I'm bullshit,
a
I swear to
podcast.
God. I swear to
I
God.
don't know why you would make that up.
Hey, look, I fired. I'm not gonna front.
You know what the funny thing
I'm not
about
gonna hold
this?
that shit in, try to be cute. And
You know what
shit
the
and
funny
all
thing
that.
about this, Brian? There's no editing done. So if he says some shit,
Yeah,
that
you can't even fix this in the
Nope.
edit.
Hey, hey, look, they
Ain't
only
no
have
shame in your shit
They
game.
only have a story if you deny it. I'm not denying shit. That shit happened. I ain't playing. I ain't got shit to lie about.
You ain't got a shit now, though, do you?
No, I'm good.
Good.
I'm good right now.
Very particular.
Yeah.
I'm just human shitting. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just
What
kidding.
other racial matters should we speak on?
Well, we already talked about the comedy bit as far as because I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
we
lie.
kinda
The
did.
45
Well, the
changed my
question
game.
was the state of comedy, and it digressed it to other places. So the main question was the state of comedy.
State of comedy is sad right now. There's not many comedy clubs that's open anymore. As we know, Connections is gone. Triple
Why
is
is
left.
that?
Why is that? Because the tides is the tides have switched. You can see all kind of comedy on the internet now. You can just
Right,
pull
but
up
it
Google
ain't- it
people.
ain't
It's
the
not the
same.
no. It's not the same.
It ain't the same.
It's definitely not the
I
same.
think you know some of it is cultural, but a lot of it's there's a lot of bad comedy out there.
Man.
There's a lot of horribleness happening in comedy
that's
right
an
now.
There's a lot
understatement.
of people that's trying to be comedians. That's,
Yeah, they
that's funny in
shouldn't
front of
be,
their fellas,
you know.
but I would never bust nobody's
We should have
bubble.
it should be a squad that go out to different comedy spots, jacking shows.
I like that.
If the show is whack, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The show-
like the whole Darren
you just go out
McCarty
there and start snatching mics.
and Ron Jeremy and guys like
Stormy
that tour.
Daniels.
It just cheapens the
Yeah,
art form,
yes,
man. You
yes, it
you can't
does.
go to no jazz club and be shitty.
Right.
You know, why do you people get to be on the stand up stage and be shitty?
Right.
'Cause that's that art form that people think is the least hardest to do, but that's not true.
It's the
That's
hardest,
one
yeah.
to do.
Hardest,
To
hardest.
stand in front of people you've never met,
And be yourself.
to be yourself, and accept me
It's
or
a
don't accept
science.
me.
Right.
It's
You
a
know,
science.
that's the beauty of it. If you don't like what I'm saying, I don't give a fuck. At least I got up there. I may cry in the car, but
It's a science.
this is what I did to try to make you laugh. You didn't accept it. Fuck you. Fortunately, I've always had that ability to entertain. Entertainment is leaving the comedy business to me. There's different forms of comic. People tell stories. Some people do one-liners. I mostly entertain and imitate and talk about life shit, real life stuff. So I have a few different things I like to talk about. Nowadays, the comedy game has changed to where, again, political stuff is in there. A lot of negative, a lot of dark humor, a lot of internet humor.
Shock comedy.
A lot of shock, a lot of nasty. Because
Which is fine. It's,
It's
just, I'm not
okay if
changing
it's
with
funny.
that.
If
I'm
it's
not-
funny,
Yeah.
funny is funny.
right.
Funny is funny.
Do
but
you think there's a limit? Is there ever a limit?
Of course, I think there's a limit. I mean, unless the shit's funny.
it's fun? Yeah.
See what I'm saying? You just said two things. Of
I
course, there's a
know.
limit unless
Right.
it's funny.
Funny is funny. Because I didn't see, you know who Pretty Paul Parsons is? Out of Florida. He's
Yeah.
the dirtiest dude. I opened for him at the Improv in Florida one time. He the dirtiest dude in comedy to me. He talking about some shit. If you got kids, you ain't gonna want to listen to it for more than 15, 20 minutes. But the shit is funny. I sat there and watched him and called him as the winner the first night, when he first went up there at this comedy competition in North Carolina. I called him as the winner and he won that bitch. Funny is funny.
It is. You know, if it's bathroom humor 101, I ain't down with it.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, not to say don't do toilet humor, just do something different. Show me something different.
Right.
Show me you in the toilet. Don't recycle that same bullshit.
Right. Nobody wants to write.
No,
Nobody wants to write.
they don't want to write.
You see a lot of your material being lifted.
I don't know. I'm doing my lane, man. I don't know what they doing out there.
You look at a lot of comedy.
I don't.
I don't either.
I try to stay.
But I have had material lifted,
Yeah.
and one piece in particular has been lifted a few times. Mm-hmm. And that's what I get upset about. I did a guest set somewhere, and the MC did 2 of my jokes in a row.
But he only did that because he was doing the same kind of joke. He didn't hear you do it. Obviously, he got to be a dumb.
Man,
He got to be a
did
dumb
2 of my
motherfucker that
jokes
do your shit
that
in
went
front of you.
together in a row.
Ain't that
The
a
first time it
motherfucker?
was just a coincidence. The second time, those are 2 jokes I do it in the same way. I was like, hey man,
Like watching you. Huh?
hey bro, I just want to let you know.
George Wilburn. All jokes aside, back in the day, I was featuring, and he was an MC, and he did a joke. Remember when Lorena Bobbitt cut off her husband's dick and do it?
Mm-hmm.
We both had the same joke. Not about that. We was talking about a black woman ain't gonna do that to her. We gonna throw some hot grits on you though.
Right.
I did this joke. He was standing. I did it before I did all jokes aside, but I guess he did the same joke. But he was back there wanting to whoop my ass,
Yes.
and the people's like, "No, he ain't dumb enough to do your joke in front of you."
yeah.
And we was talking about
Yeah.
we've been cool ever since. Like, dude, I swear to God, I never heard you do that joke. I've been doing that joke since because I thought of Al Green getting burnt by the hot grits.
Right,
That's what the sister
right.
gonna do.
That's the thing too. It's like so much has been done.
Right, right.
Unless it's unique to you. Like that's why I try to make my comedy unique to me. Like
Absolutely.
nobody's gonna be able to steal a story about me.
Exactly, because it's your story
It's
with a
my-
little spice.
Right.
Right.
Brothers,
But you
imitate
be
your real life experience.
Right.
But you'd be surprised.
Right.
I do this joke that I'm known for, and this dude stole it. The reason he gave me that he had license to do the joke all of a sudden because his mama's a judge. Oh, nigga, wait, are you serious?
No, she
Your
gonna
mama's a
defend-
judge
she
now.
gonna
That's
defend
why
you.
you can do the joke.
She wanted to defend your ass. Dude.
My people's court joke. Oh, now your mama a judge. That's why you do the joke. That's the excuse he gave me.
Yeah.
Really? Come on, cuz. Really?
To the east, my brother. To the east.
Exclaim.
Yeah.
Well, look at here. Look
I know
at
we
here.
did at least an hour. I mean,
Like 57 minutes.
that's 57. We good, man. But I ain't gonna lie, Brian. Every time I work with you, we have fun.
Yeah, we
It wasn't
did.
the biggest crowd.
Hold on.
Nope.
What you got on the calendar?
Yeah, let's get your shout outs or what you got going
on
on.
here?
Your pages, everything. Let your people
performing at?
know.
Shoot, I got coming up.
How was my schedule look like yours?
We had Linden at that place. I can't remember.
Oh, the summer happening.
Wherever that was.
So I'm in South Haven on the 22nd of June at Black River Tavern.
Jerry Donovan.
Yeah,
Yep.
I did that joint before.
Yeah, I
Old
did
stomping
a few
ground.
years back, but he don't fuck with me no more.
I got my
For
first
whatever
job in
reason.
South Haven.
Hit him up, man.
See?
It's just so many comics getting at
I'm
you.
good.
You know?
I'm straight.
I'm at the
straight.
Auto City Speedway near Flint on the 27th of July.
Is that a gas station?
No, this is Auto City Speedway.
You doing a gas station show?
Oh, there's a nice
hey.
show coming up in Flint with Tony Rock and all of them cats coming up too. I think it may do something with the water crisis.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Well, here's the deal. Don't be hating on the gas station because my new special is playing on SGTV.
they ain't.
Gas Station TV, nigga.
Right.
Shit,
Oh,
check it
for
out.
real?
GSTV.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, my special, 57 seconds long.
Damn, that's weird because he said this was 57 minutes or 57. Man, that's Jesus right there.
I know, that's crazy. 57. Better play it. Better box it.
I'm looking at it. Got me over here looking at the
It's 59.
Oh, here we go. I'm at the Comedy Castle.
Oh, you at the castle?
Yep,
Damn.
September 12th to the 14th. I haven't been back there in a minute.
Oh, that's
so.
what's up. September.
Yeah, so that's
okay.
going to be fun.
First show I ever did back in '89 was at the Comedy Castle.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good club.
Good stuff, yeah.
That's a good
It's fun
club.
stuff right there. Now, that can be a hard club.
Yeah,
I've never had a hard time in there.
Yeah,
I
they
love
can,
it.
they can be tight.
I used to do Chaplin, so I never got in the Chaplin. I never got in that club.
Oh, okay.
I'm cool now.
Yeah.
Facebook friends with him, but I'm cool now. I don't fuck with people like that, man. I don't. Hey, man, like Edinger, I don't fuck with people like that, man. I've been there, done that. If I ain't fuck with you yet, I ain't gonna fuck with you now.
Yeah.
Pennington, she had me at the last second, had great times, but she ain't gonna fuck with me.
Yeah.
She got me
So,
mixed up with some other
I don't
black
have
guy.
time. I got a strong personality, and I'm not. But I've never had no problem with no other comic except that story I told you before. But that was like, dude, I'm trying to help you out. I'm the headliner. And he takes that back to some bullshit. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. That's why I'm
A lot of
loner.
people, so they just had their head up their ass, man, and they can't accept
And they gotta have that reassurance
criticism.
from
That
their
was the thing
boys.
too. I was always open to criticism as a young comic.
You're supposed
you know?
to be.
Yeah,
You know?
you're supposed to learn.
I used to ask all the. I was fortunate enough to my first few years to work with, in an A room, and you know, whether it was the door or whatever. And so any spots that were open, we got to do them. And any comic that came there was celebrity comic. First question I asked was, "What advice would you give?" You know, every one of them said, "Stage time, stage time, stage time." You know, and my next
10,000 hours.
How can I get on the road like you? They told me what the steps was. I did that shit.
It didn't matter what audience you're in front of,
Yeah,
white,
no matter
black, what
white,
have you.
black,
You got to be
green.
able to appeal to everybody.
Everybody,
You
yeah.
may be able to choose who you want to
Right,
appeal to.
right,
And
right.
you could. You was talking earlier.
Right.
You could. You just choose not to.
I do.
right.
I
Yeah,
just,
I feel you.
it's just certain things, man. I love my people, but there's just certain humor. There's certain humor I do that. So, say for instance, I say my name is Brian McCree. I'm Irish on my master's side.
They're going to be like, really?
Right. And all they heard was the word master.
Right.
They didn't even hear the joke.
Right.
There's a little nuances like that white audiences, they're just more receptive to it.
Point taken with me, brother. But what I do is I just try to do a show commiserate to the audience. Like, I know I wouldn't do that joke.
Fuck that.
Fuck
I'm doing
that.
me.
I'm gonna do it. Right.
That's what I'm saying. You go do you.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Regardless, that's why I'm a
right.
comic, and that's why I choose to work in
Right.
front of who I want to work in
Right.
front of,
Right.
because I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna pay whoever gonna pay me to do that.
Right.
That's where I'm gonna
Right.
be.
That's like not doing your handicap joke because somebody handicap walked in the joint. Hey, this motherfucker funny. I'm doing that shit. You
Yeah,
know? They
shit.
gonna laugh too. Goddamn it.
Shit,
I
Amaru
ain't
had
gonna get no
that.
standing ovation. They gonna laugh.
Hey, I
meant from the handicap person.
I almost did one on this blind chick that I didn't realize was blind until her people next to her told they was like, dude, she's blind.
She didn't
I was
see it
like,
coming.
oh, so the audience was like, I was like, oh, my bad. Oh, but the comic in me was like, I gotta get out of this with a laugh. I was like, my bad, my bad. Everybody was like, oh, I was like, no wonder we didn't see eye to eye. Man, they lost it. You know, and she loved that shit. So, I gotta go for it, man. I can't.
Hey, man, I'm not knocking anything. I'm just having a conversation. Just a thought.
I'll tell you like this: an older comic, David Tyree. This brother worked with him at Catch a Rising Star in St. Louis, and controversial, you know. And he tags on everybody, man. And one show, it must have been a group home outing because there were people with helmets on and dwarfs, and it was crazy, right? And he launched into this shit. All his stuff that he does, and you know, the guy was just quiet, man, except for me dying in the back of the room laughing. You know, I'm like, oh shit. So I asked him when he got off. I said, Did you know they were in the front row? He said, let me tell you something, son. Don't you change your act for nobody.
Right.
You do what you came here to do.
Steve White, he taught me a lesson like that. I'll tell you this real quick. So this dude named Tim, Rascals Comedy Club, Arizona, a long ass time ago. So this is my first paid feature spot as a feature act for Rascals. I was doing it for Steve White. You know who Steve White is,
Steve
right?
ain't White.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Steve.
So big weekend, I quit my job because Sprint was trying to put me again. So it was my big weekend of going full time.
Happy.
You know,
It's going down, yeah.
Happy but nervous because I got new kids and shit.
Just quit my job.
You know, I just quit my job. It was that.
Yeah,
that
gotta get
'cause
it.
I had to do live radio with Steve White, and they was trying not to let me do it. And all that shit was happening. So Tim comes to me, and he big, tall, 7-foot white dude, mentor. He's like, so yeah, Maru, yeah, we got a big crowd this evening. Most of the shows are sold out, but this crowd in particular, real religious. You know, I'm just, just for the first show, could you not curse? You know, I'm like, oh yeah, I got you, Tim. You know, I got you. I won't curse. So I go into the showroom, and the first person I see is Steve. So Steve's like, so you gonna sell out? I was like, oh. Oh, what you mean? What you mean? Like, did Tim ask you to sell out? Did he ask you not to curse? I was like, yeah. He's like, so you gonna sell out? I was like, well, I mean, he's my mentor and everything. I was like, are you? Then they called me up. I did my thing, sold out and shit. You know.
It's what you do at that point,
But
though.
look, I go down there. I was like, so are you going? You know. So they brought him up to do his thing. First thing came out of his mouth was fuck. He must have said it like 75 times. Motherfucker got a standing fucking ovation.
Because he didn't sell out.
Look, while he was up there cursing and shit, Tim standing next to me talking about, that's a top comic. I'm like, what the fuck?
Ain't that a bitch after
Are
you just tied my hands?
So Steve gets off stage. He did that on purpose to show me something. He came to me and said, hey, man, he said, never compromise who you are as a comic. He said, he said he did the Apollo and got booed the first time because he went there and tried to be what he thought black people wanted him to be. He said, I went back, got a standing ovation because I went and it was who Steve White wanted to be.
Right.
He was like, he and that, you know, it transcends into life in general, but he taught me that. He was like, that's when he said, funny is funny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know, on your behalf, it's easy for the headliner to say too.
right.
Like that was easy for him to say.
Right.
That was easy for
Right.
David Tyree to tell me that.
Right.
You know, because I'm not in a position to do
I
that
didn't have
at that
still
point.
say, yeah.
You want to stay
absolutely.
humble and keep
Absolutely.
going to the
Right.
next level. You want to
Right.
do what Jay was doing.
Right.
So I get it.
Right.
Because they could blow it for you with the agency.
Right.
You
right.
know?
Exactly.
Right.
So how could he even ask you that question?
Right.
In a sense, that's cool that you
Right.
you on a go forward basis saying, okay, I get it.
Right.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I had to do it a few times. The agency let you know, well, this show they want a clean comment.
Of
Okay,
course.
whatever. I would never do that now because I have a different mindset.
Right.
I
You're in a
pick
different
and choose.
place.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't need that shit.
Right.
I don't want
Right,
that
right,
shit.
right.
You know, we could go on all day in this conversation talking
Yeah.
comedy shit. That's what we've been doing. We've been over an hour. We want to keep people. We want to keep them engaged. So anyway,
Thanks for having me, man.
No, we're gonna have you back, man. We got too
All
many
right.
more stories to tell.
Oh yeah.
You know, man, I ain't gonna pay you though next time. No. Oh no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Stick around, man. But anyway, we appreciate whoever's listening to Just a Thought. We appreciate you
What
listening
about
to
that
Creek.
food though?
This dude here.
I'm just saying. I told him. It was
How about one rib?
Well, yeah. This,
I got you, man.
Two red.
I got you. I got you.
My man fight for my ribs.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ain't you tired of ribs in my room?
I'm not for me. This for him.
Brian, you gonna eat all? I mean, you can have some ribs. He gonna sit there and watch.
You gonna watch me eat some
I'm
ribs?
just gonna make sure he get them.
That's just kinky though. If he gonna sit there and just looking at
I'm
me while I
gonna
eat
make
some
sure he get
ribs.
them. That's all.
You gonna make sure he get them. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
I ain't want none of them flu ribs.
And he don't eat no. He don't eat no size.
Called Fallujah.
I don't want nothing out of Fred's kitchen for 14 days.
Right, he texting you talking about Brian. You all
Oh yeah. I didn't disinfect the ribs.
Right. Brian, you good?
I'll call you tomorrow, Brian. You straight? You ain't got the bubblies, do you?
Right. Look on the schedule.
Yeah.
Cancel.
Anyway, definitely over. We got an hour 8, 9 anyway.
He be on that time, boy.
Hey
He be
man,
that time, man.
I be trying to keep it to 45,
how
but
long
that
we-
shit don't happen.
How long we been on? Man, we've been playing for just 12 minutes and calm down.
No, man, you know how we do though, man. So anyway, we appreciate you gonna be back on for sure, man.
All right, brother.
You keep doing your thing, keep making them
Absolutely.
laugh, man.
You know
don't
it.
ever stop. Don't stop being Brian McCree, man. Because
Hey,
got to be
I
him.
appreciate you.
Hey, but you gonna regret not being in this movie.
I regret it already, brother. I
Hey.
couldn't make it happen, man.
Man, I think I played the part that I was offered you, but man, look at here. It's one of them things like when you talk about 5, 10 years, but like what is it that you regret in this business that you wish you would? I wish I would have turned down you to church.
Don't give up on me.
You turned it down.
Yeah.
I couldn't
was
do
busy.
it, man.
You was busy.
Man,
I couldn't do
was
it.
like-
I was going through some
And-
shit.
and
My
it was
money,
hard.
I was on less than zero.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was bad.
great movie, by the way.
know.
Yeah, I
That's
know,
right.
right?
Yeah,
I
it
can
turned-
relate, though.
It turned out fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
and we're
Well,
gonna-
don't give up on me, man.
No,
Oh,
no,
no,
he
no,
don't.
no,
He
I
don't.
got-
He
I
won't
got-
be
I got-
defeated
All right.
Yeah, I
on
got it.
anything in life. Anyway, we're gonna shut
Shut
this
it down.
fucking down. Tomorrow, we're gonna keep talking, man.
I'm done.
This has been Just a Thought. We appreciate the listeners. Give us some more feedback. Tell some friends. My name is Fred Potter.
It's Amaru.
Brian McCree.
We'll check you out next time on Just a Thought. Tell a friend, give us feedback. Deuces!
Holla.